Hey, what is up, YouTube fam? It's Dupree, aka Darth Hater, here with another reaction. And this one is to Screen Junkie's honest trailers for Star Wars Squadrons. Now, this game came out like a little while ago, and it already has like an honest trailer. So we're gonna do a reaction to this. Also, by the way, I wanted to do a full game breakdown when I had, played the game more, when I had played everything. So that's going to be coming soon, so look out for that pretty soon. Anyway, let's get to this reaction and see what this is about.
In a time when major franchises are dropping the ball left and right, and the most popular thing to talk about in Star Wars is which film screwed it up the worst. Get ready for EA to bring you a microtransaction-free game with one very clear message.
Oh god, we're still very scared about what happened with Battlefront 2. Please stop yelling at us.
Basically.
Squadrons. Strap into the cockpit of your favorite ship from the Star Wars franchise.
Except for the B-Wing.
You like the popular ones. And take to the stars in a reinvigoration of the Star Wars dogfighting game. A mini-genre basically abandoned almost 20 years ago for reasons unknown. Despite the fact that it's one of the most obvious ideas for a Star Wars game, where the giant capital ships behave like they're governed by the actual laws of physics, and everything else flies like it's a fighter jet still in Earth's atmosphere, instead of immediately turning the pilot into red paste the second they make a sharp turn. And that's kind of the whole game.
Fly an X-Wing, it makes a pew-pew sound. What more do you want?
Enjoy a discount Star Wars experience, where instead of trying to suck all your money out of you, you get exactly what you pay for. With a $40 price tag that buys you a modestly long campaign and exactly 2 multiplayer modes.
I know.
Unearth the hidden gulf between the haves and have-nots buried deep within Squadrons, as you realize that the game was actually built for the type of lunatic that owns a HOTAS flight stick.
For
and
real.
was heavily designed to work as a VR experience, from the detail of the cockpits to the point-and-click way you move around the hangars. Which is great for everyone who already spent racks of cash on that stuff, but kinda makes everyone else feel like, well, like they're playing a VR game on a screen. It's like the gaming version of drinking Soylent.
I feel so unsatisfied.
Blast your way through Squadron's ample campaign, a post-Endor skirmish between the Rebels and the Empire that will have you literally playing both sides, in an impressively weightless and uninteresting storyline that basically serves as a long-ass tutorial, where you'll sit through a bunch of dialogue with either super serious or one-note quirky rebels, and a bunch of perpetually salty Imperials.
Super salty.
Just like the last one. Could have maintained order after Endor, but no.
Good talk. Until you can get to the next part where you shoot guys again, in a series of missions clearly designed to get you to try all the ships and learn advanced techniques like not dying immediately to missiles. But unless you play it on a high difficulty, will probably just teach you to play like as
that
you
is true.
Stop in mid-space and just shoot at the side of Star Destroyers like it's not even an issue.
That's true.
A habit that won't help when you're trying not to get absolutely wrecked in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Spoilers, you're going to get absolutely wrecked in multiplayer.
Yes.
Step into the online gauntlet of Squadrons to test your mettle in 5v5 skirmishes where you can't hide your weakness, and battle against those aforementioned virgins who've built realistic cockpits around their PC rigs or whatever, as they fly an A-Wing behind you and put 300 lasers up your ass before you can say Lando Calrissian, while you're still trying to figure out which of the tiny dots
Hey, I
on your
resent
radar
that.
to shoot. Or hide your shame in the Fleet Battles mode, which is basically Battlefront Ships Edition, where you can feel like you're helping by shooting down AI fighters and capital ships, while you push to the big climax of shooting at another big thing that's sitting still. Then do it over and over again, I guess, and grind out those slightly different helmets. until you either are destroyed by the flight sim nerds or worse, you become one. So search those feelings and dredge up what dregs of nostalgia you can still find for Star Wars. Because in the decades since you've last played one of these things, Star Wars has been wrung out like a hand towel for every last drop the franchise can produce. And the chance of it feeling like it used to when you played X-Wing or Rogue Squadron, rather than a $40 shrug, is about as good as you taking down the Death Star with a sock full of nickels and a golf cart. Starring mean space Brits, friendly but businesslike rebels, a bunch of disgusting aliens, and the minimum $500 you'd have to spend on peripherals to play this thing right.
Yeah.
Star Wars, Squadrons.
Squadrons.
You know, this game really drives home just how ass the TIE Fighter really is. Flimsy as hell, can't see out of the damn thing, and they sound like a moose stuck in a washing machine. No wonder the Imperials are always losing.
Tell us what you'd like to hear in my honest voice in the comments below.
That's terrible.
And then along came Zeus. For the last time, Paimon is not an emergency food.
These eggs are a little raw. One is still chirping.
That's why I love Nestle Crunch. Brian,
So random.
whatever kills me makes me stronger.
Okay. Damn, honest trailers. Damn. I mean, okay, since I didn't actually do my full game breakdown, there's a lot of stuff I want to talk about, and there's a lot of stuff I want to say for that. But for the most part, they're right. Okay, the one thing I'll talk about, the one thing I'll really talk about is, yes, this game is totally built for those people who have, like, you know, joysticks and full VR and everything. If you're playing like on a regular like PS4 or Xbox or whatever controller, like, it's not. This is a flight sim. You need a joystick and everything like that and pedal. When I had TIE Fighter and X-Wing and TIE Fighter vs. X-Wing and all those games back in the day, I had the joystick. I was that nerd. I was devoted hours into that game with those joysticks, so I was pretty good. This one, it's so hard unless you're logging in countless hours of game time. Yeah, you're gonna get your ass handed to you, like, you know, in the versus. In the multiplayer. This is basically EA's version of, like, you know, hey, please don't be mad at us, you know, because of Battlefront 2 and all those microtransactions. Also, like, it's funny what they said about the pilots too. Like, yeah, all the Imperials in this game are salty, super salty. Especially that one that's armor and helmet is all, like, you know, messed up from crashes and everything. That dude is super salty, like, you know, Salt Planet Crate salty. Yeah, salty Brits. That's the funny thing. That's like the running joke of, like, Star Wars. Everybody that's in the Empire or First Order that are from, like, you know, the well-off planets are, like, British and have, like, those accents and everything. Everybody else just from backwater planets is, like, basically American or whatever. So that's well established in Star Wars lore, and it's funny to see that still going through with the games and everything else. But the part about the aliens, you know what, like, who cares if, like, you know, there's weird aliens? There needs to be more weird aliens. Like, you look at the original trilogy, all the pilots were, like, human, like, you know, white males. You had, you know, except for Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi threw a little color in there. You had, like, you know, a black dude and an Asian and stuff like that. But, you know, no alien. There was a couple aliens. There was, like, a Celestian and I think one or two Moncals. But, you know, it's nice to see some more diversity when it comes to, like, pilots. You know, you got a freaking Trandoshan pilot. Like, he looks cool. Honestly, to me, he's the coolest character in the game. And he's wearing, like, the Blue Squadrons outfit. Like, he looks so cool. I wouldn't mind, you know, cosplaying as him. Like, honestly, he's probably one of the easiest ones to cosplay. Like, if you You know, if you found somebody who make masks, like, you know, Transdoshan mask and you just got the outfit, boom, you're that dude. The other one with the robotic arm, she's a little trippy. You know, it's like you look at her and you don't expect that voice to come from her. And the other one is like, you know, weird, whatever. She's like, you know, all into her feelings, talking about the Force and everything. But it just makes it more interesting. I like the fact that, like, you know, these pilots are quirky. Like, in real life, you know, a lot of pilots are quirky, you know, cocky. I feel like that's pretty accurate. That's a pretty accurate, you know, testament to what, like, pilots would be like, real life pilots would be like. Maybe salty British ones too. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, honest trailers, you guys did it again. I'm gonna leave the link to their channel down below in the original video. Thank you guys for watching this. If you want to see more of these, just, you know, help me suggest, you know, stuff. Send me messages of stuff you guys should suggest that I watch in the comments down below, or just message me. And also, as always, if you guys like this video, hit that like button and also subscribe if you aren't already. Catch you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you. Bye.